A man caught a mermaid by the seaside. To his shock, she was far from beautiful. Her teeth were rotten, and her appearance completely shattered his fantasy. But he quickly regained his composure and came up with an idea. He carried the mermaid straight into a beauty salon. He told the beautician to make her look exactly like the mermaid on his t-shirt. The beautician immediately said she needed payment up front. The man pulled out 800,000 in cash along with 6 bitcoins. The moment the money cleared, the beautician's confidence soared. She first picked up a pair of tweezers and carefully removed the debris from the mermaid's face. Once all the shells were gone, she noticed her face was covered in pimples. An idea struck the beautician immediately. She grabbed a large crab from the tank and used its claws to press and remove each pimple one by one. Next, she brought over a giant snail and gave the mermaid a facial treatment. After just a second, her skin became smooth and supple. Suddenly, her teeth emitted a foul odor. The beautician grabbed a file and carefully ground down each tooth. Then she squeezed out toothpaste, making the mermaid rinse repeatedly. Before long, her teeth were shining and white. Still, the beautician felt something was missing. She picked up an octopus and sculpted the mermaid's lips to be full and rosy. Then she used tweezers to take seaweed from the tank, placing piece by piece over the mermaid's eyes. She applied mascara, turning everything a deep black. Next, she outlined the brows with a dark red. Finally, she added eyeshadow, brushing a soft pink onto the eyelids. At last, the makeup was complete. Then the beautician noticed her nails still looked off. She filed them smooth using fish bones. Next, she painted each nail pink with polish. The mermaid gazed at her nails in delight. The beautician then selected a wig for the mermaid. Once it was on, she looked so stunning it was almost impossible to look at her directly. Soon, the man returned to the salon. The mermaid before him was completely transformed. When he stepped forward to embrace her, the beautician blocked him. Her reason was simple: he had to pay extra. The man reluctantly pulled out the last of his cash and handed it over. But the moment the mermaid was brought home, problems arose. She couldn't adjust at all. She expressed her need for the sea and the sand. The man quickly tried to solve the problem. He brought out a painting to show her. Still, the mermaid remained sullen. Next, the man found a pearl necklace and personally put it on her. But the mermaid took one look and burst into tears. At that moment, the man finally realized the real problem. He carried the mermaid back to the sea and released her into the water. Watching her wave goodbye, he felt a strange sense of relief. But a sudden burst of laughter froze him in place. It turned out the so-called mermaid had just been a person hired by the beautician. In that moment, the man felt an unprecedented humiliation. He immediately threw his mermaid t-shirt into the sea with all his strength.